Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's a Star Wars nerd here, and today's review of the last episode of Mandalorian is going to be a little bit different from my other reviews. Like all my other reviews, it's the spoiler warning, so I don't even know why I have to say this. Go watch the freaking episode, it's incredible. Yeah, let's get right into it. So right off the bat, this is the best episode of Mandalorian we've gotten so far. Hands down, you can't argue that. It is the best. And you know why it is the best? 2 words. Luke Skywalker. Yeah, you heard me right. I just said Luke Skywalker. How insane is that? You know, I really thought they were going to bring Ezra back, but bringing Luke back was even better than I could have ever imagined. I think the best part about them bringing him back was how they did it, because, you know, as soon as you saw the X-Wing fly into the Star Destroyer, you knew it was Luke. We all knew it was Luke, and at that point, we're just like, holy crap, he's back, oh my god. And the best thing about this was that it was the Luke we know and love. It was the one that was right out of Return of the Jedi. It wasn't the one we got in The Last Jedi. And, you know, just seeing him back like that, it just made me so freaking happy. Also, R2-D2 was in this episode. Like, it can't get much better than that. We got Luke Skywalker and R2-D2 in one episode. Are you kidding me? Oh, one more thing about Luke. I also think that when he was taking out all the Dark Troopers, it looked a lot like the Darth Vader scene in Rogue One, which was just so cool to see those parallels between, you know, Luke and Darth Vader. So, just the last thing I'll say about him. But anyways, this episode was absolutely stunning. You know, it had everything we could have ever wanted in one episode. You know, it was accumulation of the entire season in one episode. It brought back everything we had in the entire season, and they did it flawlessly. Like, you couldn't have done it any better than how they did it. This is true and real Star Wars. This is the best thing we've gotten out of Disney as of right now. And you know, I say as of right now because we're going to get better things. I can already tell you that right now, because the way that they are going right now with the things they've announced that they're putting out, they'll top this, which is insane to think about because this was so freaking good. Also, this season definitely topped the last season. Last season was really good. Don't think I'm saying like it wasn't good, but this season just went above and beyond the last season. I mean, just look at the cameos, for instance. We got freaking Bo-Katan and the Mandalorians. We got Ahsoka. We got Boba Fett. And we got freaking Luke Skywalker and R2-D2. It doesn't get any better than that. Also, the Book of Boba Fett announcement in the end. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. Like, that's going to be awesome. So anyways, moving back into the episode, I do not think that Moff Gideon will be going anywhere. I do think he'll play a big role in the next 2 seasons, because I think we have season 3 and 4 already announced, and actually season 3 might already be in production, if I'm not wrong. But I do think he'll play a big part in the next 2 seasons. I don't think he's going anywhere. Which is a good thing, though, because he was a great villain. Like, he was one of the best villains we've had in a long time in Star Wars. Because, you know, I didn't really think that Kylo Ren or Snoke was a good villain in the sequel trilogy. You know, he was one of the best ones that Disney's created so far, which is really great to see. And the fact that I don't think he'll be going anywhere, because, you know, he's just too big of a villain to just kind of push aside and move on from. Especially with his background in Mandalore and how they're going to move on to that in the next 2 seasons. He's not going anywhere. Mark my words, he's not going anywhere. Also, the Dark Troopers in this episode, they were perfect. They were exactly what we wanted. And, you know, they were brought into Legends, because they put them into Legends and they brought them back out of Legends. You know, they were the Phase 3, like they said, from like Dr. Pershing said in the episode. So that was just really cool to see them bring that back from Legends. I also really loved seeing, you know, just how they beat the crap out of Din Djarin. Like, one droid. He just absolutely destroyed Din. Like, he couldn't do anything about it. I mean, I know he killed the one, but, you know, he got pretty lucky with that little stab with the spear. And he was not going to beat them all if they all got out. There was no way. They would kill him. And that just shows how powerful they are, and how, even though they're a droid, they're not helpless. Like, they're not going to just get killed by one blaster bolt like the ones in the prequels. So, I think that was just so cool to see a very powerful droid like that. Another thing this episode really brought into the forefront was, you know, how are they going to use the child's blood? Like, because, you know, in the episode, Moff Gideon said he already got what he needed from the child, which was his blood, because we know that, because we saw that Dr. Pershing's in the one episode, how they're using his blood for the clones. So, I mean, it's most likely going to be Snoke. That's probably the most likely thing they're going to do with it, because we saw the people in the tubes. That was Snoke. We know that was Snoke. But, you know, it's just kind of, we got to be looking out for what they're going to do with that in the future, and how they bring that into the overall story arc. And the ending was so emotional with Grogu and Din, because, you know, he takes up his helmet and he lets us see his face for the first time. Like, that was such a great moment at the end. Like, how do you... That's just accumulation of the entire first 2 seasons, everything building up to that one moment, and they did it absolutely perfectly. Like, it was so... I almost cried. I almost cried. I'm not gonna lie, I almost cried. It was just also great acting, because you could see the tears in Pedro Pascal's face. He was torn up, and the fact that we get that from, you know, little baby Yoda, which is in essence a puppet, like, that's crazy. Like, the attachment we got to this little character is insane, and the fact that they pulled it off like that and made it so emotional at the end was incredible. Also, I know that now that Grogu's gone and Din and the Grogu are separated, I do think that we will see them get back together. He did say that he will see him again. He promises. So, I really do think we'll see him again because they're both great characters and they mesh so well together. So I think there's no way that they are not going to be back together in the future. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of touch on what I think the future of the Mandalorian is going to kind of look like. Because now that we know Grogu is gone with Luke to the Jedi Temple and he'll be training there, that's a big part of the Mandalorian story was, Mando and the child. And now that the child's out of the equation, like, what's going to happen? I think we're really just going to see them try to reestablish Mandalore. Because now that we know that Din has the Darksaber, I think that he's going to try to reestablish Mandalore. And I know Bo-Katan's not too happy about him having the Darksaber. Maybe they'll fight. Maybe she'll challenge him. I'm not quite sure about that yet. I don't really know. But they're going to reestablish Mandalore, or at least try. I also think we'll see them try to dig deeper and explore more about Death Watch, which is the cult that Din's in. I think he might even leave it and join the actual Mandalorians. So we'll see what happens with that, but I think we'll definitely see more of Death Watch in the next 2 seasons. I also don't think we're going to see Cara doing that much, if at all, because she's going to have her own new show, which is Rangers of the New Republic, because she's now the Marshal of the New Republic. So I don't think we're going to see her at all. Maybe we'll see her 1 or 2 times, but I can't see it because I think that the Din's going to be doing his own thing with Bo-Katan and Mandalorians trying to reestablish Mandalore, and she doesn't really fit into that at all. So I don't think we're going to see her, which is kind of upsetting because she was a great character. But then again, we'll see her in her own show, so that'll be nice to see. But anyways, this was the best season of Mandalorian so far, and I think it's only going to get better. This is the best episode of The Mandalorian so far, hands down. You cannot top this. It is not. It might be top next season. I don't know. This is a really, really great episode, and it'll be hard to beat this one. I'm really excited for the future of The Mandalorian. I think it's only going to get better. It might not top this episode because it was so great, but you never know because they keep surprising us. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about this episode and season in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this because it really helps me out. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.